Yeah, I believe in Army Genius. I think their timber skills in basketball, they can do it. I believe. I think it's a quad at the Ancients. Nothing to hard just yet. So have a lot to fall back on as the first lasso of the game. At the front of the pit, JG be able to chase down Varese, and they do have a Zero that's looking to step in though. Beautiful combination is going to result in a way to rectify DB. Can he get there? Oh, he just gets the kill. You got Sharpshooter, but more importantly, you have Blink on Rapido. He's going to look to charge up. Wami actually moves on forward with the Timber Chain, but Army Geniuses are nearby, but they will not be able to Oh, what? They eat the Sharpshooter. Wami's away. Ken still has the damage to get the kill. The Timber Saw, but Azura, he's thinking about turning this around. He has another double damage room, but he's used all his ultimate charges and now runs straight into the Batrider. Lasso's out. Chain control follows shortly afterwards as Ken, out of every hero, the Medusa is the one that gets an ultra kill 10 minutes in.
He actually had a Phantom's Embrace onto him, so he couldn't end the Sharpshooter early to get that combination through. So it was a nice use of the spells coming through for the Grimstroke, but yeah, you don't want to be feeding an ultra kill through. Not the Rock.
Yeah, they're just feeding more kills away. But Wami doesn't have anyone to play with. Wait, can they just turn it around, Wami? Chain, the break is out. JT will sacrifice his life. Not going to continue the chase as back to mid we go. Azura jumping in. Rapido with a counter initiation. But they do have some supports nearby to be able to step in. Azura's able to get out of the range of the epicenter. Very nicely done as bottom lane DB, who's able to kill off JG, but we're still chasing Lucifer to the triangle is Naman. Tosses one in. Further inside Radiant's territory, Ken's able to get involved, but they're doing a good job to kite the Medusa at the start. Naman, combination up, not enough damage to claim the life of Rapido, but that's where Azura can come into play. A quick ultimate into the Resonant Pulse is plenty of burst. Breeze, though, still might be under some trouble. Sidesteps the Bushwhack.
Oh, he didn't use the urn. He had one charge left. That would have been a guaranteed kill to Breeze.
But Ken's in trouble. They have the Slark starting to connect. He's not in trouble. Never mind.
But he really wants that level 9 in conjunction with his Blink Dagger, just for that extra little bit of toss damage.
Lane, you're in again onto the Slark. Look at the burst. AG, they need to try and turn this around. It's going to be all on Azura. Naman's still without the Blink. It's flying out on the Courier. Wami's going to try and get involved as well. So the pure damage will get rid of the life of Rapido. So if he wants to step in, Ken's going to look to stand his ground. Killing off the Medusa is not an easy task at all. As soon as they butt their heads, he doesn't even need it.
Gonna need to be a little bit careful there. Just trying to bait out the Dark Pact before they look to go in.
From Ken. Enters out. Nice reactions. Now Rapido is in with a combo! What an ultimate! It's so much damage that Army Geniuses cannot do anything. They're going to have to look to retreat away as best as they can. Naman easily chased down, and look at Lucifer. Recognizes he doesn't need the stun for the Tiny. He'll chuck that one out to catch the Grimstroke. 20 minutes or so, you guys looked exceptional. Just keep that in the back of your mind and go from there. DB trying to solo kill Teehee. He's got to be really fast with his Teehee. Beautiful timing, the Nightmare down DV. He's committed in, but their reinforcements, they've shown up in such a convincing fashion that it's all going to be on the back of Ken to turn this fight around. Cyclone Dart, they're doing good job to be able to control the Medusa, but down to the southern side, it's Lucifer who will be killed off. Wami's got the damage to go through. They're still trying to chase down Rapido as well. Wami just doesn't have the vision. Now back to mid. Zero, he's going to be okay. Slark. To try and find an angle in. You've got to be so cautious. Rapido is a big threat in a close proximity like this. And he just... Oh no,
they toss him out!
Oh, what a play! The Rockman once again, but they're still crumbling. The epicenter damage gets the kill onto the Tiny and the Aegis. But Ken, he wants revenge. Stone Gaze, and now they're on to DB. He won't even be able to make it on the high ground as the chain control. It's ever so beautiful. You get the Aegis, but at what cost?
They ended up dropping the 1 series against RSG, and so he's going to be in Div 1 next season. But, really nice Bushwhack coming through there from Lucifer, catching out Naman. Really feels like they've been playing so heavily around him.
why not just give another kill to Ken? Like, yeah, nothing crazy. Meanwhile, Azura, yo, he's out of ultimate charges. And they are across the map. Everyone's being killed off. Meanwhile, Tiki's run into the Slark. What's going on? All the cores being killed off left, right, and center. JG needs to stack up the sticky knee bomb, but DV just gets the essence ring off, but they will still continue the chase. If he's able to pound to the high ground, but JG and Repeater, hot pursuit is UDV. They're hitting TG towers. Do we have an alchemist in the game? Because it sure as hell looks like that with the net worth that you got to try and do exactly what they're doing. Just hunt for the backline, avoid the Medusa. But Radiant are doing a really good job to play around T. He's Repeater. A double Burrow Strike, and the ultimate's plenty of burst. And now with the Void Spirit's caught out as well. He's used all his Astral Step charges. They didn't even need the Epicenter. It was just off the back of the burst and the Sharpshooter. Now UDV. They can continue the chase. One missed off the... Oh, Repeater. He's been on point through this game. The Sand gets the Burrow Strike at the last second as now UDV. It's higher ground time for the second time. Medusa would love to be in a compromised position like that. Oh, Repeater! Another double Burrow Strike. Ken's gonna look to step in or even just do some damage to the tower. Slark's falling lower and lower, even through the depth shroud. Is unable to stand his ground. He's got a buyback to look to rejoin, but Ken, he's still really healthy on the Medusa, just soloing Numbin under the T4 towers. And that had enough. DB's not even gonna look to buy back as we are going to a game 3.
Oh, I'm sure UDV are kicking themselves saying this could have been done and dusted. The tiebreakers could already be on the cards, but yeah, really nicely played. That is a crazy farm Dusa ending 17-0-13.
Do you guys have enough faith in UDV to force some tiebreakers?
Basically, so he hates trees. Yeah.
Right, bottom lane, Azura. Another rotation for him, but it's going to be into Repeater's lane. A boundless strike to hold the back, and JG looks to follow up. He's now got the mana to be able to find the speed connection. They're going to try and target DB down, but for Reese, with the early levels, it's going to be enough sustain for DB to limp into the tree line. Can lose if I get the last right click? No, they can't! DB's still alive, and now it's a triple kill down bottom.
I feel like they're kind of okay with sitting back and being a bit passive because, you know, they got a tiny, but you got to get some of these objectives.
Long range stun. Azura has an arcane rune to play with. Sidestep the bushwhack. He's going to miss this spear as well. Meanwhile, Luzify gets killed off for the nature crit, but Azura wants to actually go back in. DB's on the wrong side of the wall to be able to follow up with Azura, and they even have Wami showing up as well. So now Ken, he's going to be forced to retreat away from the area. The defensive toss, and that'll be enough. Now back to the river we go as Abaddon in a bit of trouble. JG has a god to rebuke back up shortly. That'll be enough with the help of the creep, and now they're back in though. Azura has got enough resources to play with. One more zip, and it's DB that has the finishing blow thanks to the Eye of the Storm. Radiant a pretty spell damage reliant unless Razor gets a lot of damage out of static lane. His bottom lane, Repeater. He's going to be caught out of the tree line, and they're even eyeing up JG if they can find him. Azura's going to do just that. We're seeing these Orcas just pay off dividends for Azura. Wicked sick, 7-0-3, and now top lane, DB. There's going to be another kill for Army Genius. There's a solo for Razor.
Yeah, I'm not sure about all this. I mean, even Kenny's sitting here in the trees. What's the vision look like?
Look at the play. Army Genius is reading them like a book. The rotations instantly to top. They'll cancel the TP of Ken. He can just get nothing out of the map as Army Geniuses are everywhere.
That would have been really demoralizing. And yeah, where Storm is the good question.
Wait.
Top side, he's going to look to hunt for Ken.
No. Woman's gonna find him! The
how do you not
tree's
see
on
him?
fire! Tiny's on fire soon to be as well! Burnt to a crisp as Army Geniuses just sweeping the map! From top, mid to bottom they go, and they're even thinking about fighting mid. Nama pops a smoke, they're doing everything right!
For Army Geniuses to do would be to have a gem. They don't have a gem right now. It's going to be crazy value at just removing a lot of that.
They're going to run to the
disadvantage.
Tiny again to start, and look at his health pool starting to fall before the BKB is out. And now DB is able to lock into Ken, just choking away any opportunity of Ken standing his ground. Tiny's gone, and UDV, their numbers are soon to follow him into the grave as Army Geniuses continue to reign supreme. DB catches a straggler. The rest of UDV, I mean, Wami's even isn't a tier 3 tower. Like, Wami, what's going on? Who cares about anyone's territory?
Yeah, like that previous team fight kind of personified what I was talking about with the BKB. They're just pushing this a whole lot quicker.
You forced this though on Army Geniuses. Oh, what a spike. Carapace again before the BKB. There's no hope for Ken to utilize the item. As now DB's going to push them away from Azura. Is looking to get some revenge. Deeper inside the base they go, past the throne, maybe even inside the fountain. A buyback on Repeater, but they've had enough as UDV see there's no angle back into this game, and they will be the second team relegated out. We've even got items littering the ground as well. Oh.
Poor UDV, man. They were so close to just getting a 2-0.